What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Thanks for rocking with me on another video. So I've been, as you can tell, I'm inside the cab of my old Chevy. You guys all know this truck. So I've hit a bit of a snag lately. It's been a minute since I uploaded a video because I've been trying to figure out which direction I'm going to go. I've been reevaluating my current projects recently, and I decided that I'm going to put the wagon up for sale. I'm not going to finish the LS swap. Basically, I'm not going to enjoy that car like I probably should be, so there's no point in doing a bunch of work to it just to have it sit or sell it for cheap and regret letting the motor that I bought for it go, I guess. So here's my dilemma. You can already see what I'm talking about here. So this was supposed to go there, but it's not going to, because that is going to go bye-bye. Now this is my dilemma. This small block runs so good. Like, good enough that I kind of just want to leave it alone, right? Because you leave well enough alone. That's what they say. But here's the issue. Now that this is going up for sale, and I have that, and it's pretty much ready to drop in. I have to do a little bit of work right there on that corner, but it's ready to go. Now here's my problem. Because when I originally built this truck, I built it, and here, let's get back out of the wind. Okay, I've had this truck since I was 15 years old. It was passed down to me from my parents, and I just kind of carted it around with me for, I don't know, 20 years almost before I started building it. And I've always wanted to build it like an old school hot rod, just on air ride. So now I've got, a traditional iron head small block that was throttle body injected when I pulled it out of the Suburban, but I put a carburetor on top of it to kind of simplify it. So I built exactly what I wanted with this truck. It's built like an old school hot rod. It's got 2-inch pipes, glass packs, just, meat and potatoes. It's a carbureted small block. It's a 700 R4. It's all mechanical. See, when I built this, I wanted it to be a super cool truck that I could cruise and show and do all that fun stuff. But I built it to ride on 15-inch wheels, which is what it came with when I got it. And right now, so if I'm out cruising and like I blow a bag or have a line come off or a fitting comes apart or something stupid, I can air this truck all the way out and drive it back home. Granted, it's 3/4 of an inch off the ground, aired all the way out. But again, I can still drive it. And then I bought the 22s, and I started reevaluating this whole build. Now I don't know if I want to just leave it the way it is and put the 22s on and just cruise it, because they just kiss my inner fenders just a little bit, so I have to cut the inner fenders anyway. But I have to use the LS for something, right? Because I paid for it, and it just makes sense to use it. And I'm not putting it in the wagon just to sell, because LSs are getting real hard to find. The dilemma I'm having with myself is, do I build this into a Me Too truck, where it's an LS swapped, first gen C10 with 22s? Or do I leave it alone the way it is? Because this truck's rad. Everything about this build is super cool. A lot of it's unique. A lot of it's one of a kind. Do I really want to LS swap that? But on the other side, if I do the LS swap, then I'm going to put it back under the carport for the winter, and I'm going to upgrade it because right now it's on factory trailing arms. And if I pull it under the carport, then I'm going to pull the bed off and put it on a 4-link and cut the fenders for the 22s and put the LS swap in and modernize it. And then everything that I've done to this truck to this point, I'm just basically going to undo. So this motor that's in here right now will basically just go on an engine stand and get tucked away in the corner of the garage until I find another project that needs a small block. Or do I just leave it the way it is and put the LS in the corner of the garage and then find a project for that later on down the road? I've been having this dilemma with myself for the past couple of weeks, and I can't make sense of it either way. I can't decide what I want to do. I've been anti-LS swap for so long, and then I bought an LS. So do I just consider, do I put the LS in and consider it like a phase 2 of this build? Or do I leave well enough alone? Because I have a new build, another build, not new. I've worked on this thing in the past, but I worked on it before I had before I started my channel. So now I actually get to introduce you guys to this new project once I go pick it up. So do I make this my winter project, or do I put the new project under my carport? Because it doesn't need much. It already, well, a few months ago, it runs and drives. It does everything it's supposed to do. It just needs somebody to love on it for a while. You know what I mean? It needs some paint correction, a couple of stupid small things, probably a little bit of motor work, but overall it runs, the new project does. So do I make the winter just about, or do I make the winter like an all-out build, I guess you could say? Because basically, if this truck goes under the carport, it's going to be almost a total rebuild, because it's going to have to be the motor, the exhaust, the suspension in the rear end. The whole rear axle's coming out. I've got another one. I've got a 12 bolt just waiting to go underneath this truck. Once I do the 4-link swap, then I'll do the 12 bolt swap as well, so it'll actually hold some power, and I can find parts for it and stuff like that. I'm rambling at this point. Sorry. I'm trying to make sense of all this shit, and I can't. So what I'm asking is, I need some advice. What do you guys think I should do? Should I LS swap this thing and build a Me Too truck? Or should I leave it the way it is and just dedicate my winter to this new project and tuck the LS in and put it to bed? Please, somebody help me. I don't know why I'm like this. I can't dedicate myself to one decision here. And I have to, because the cold season's here. It's 30 degrees outside right now. That's why I'm sitting in the cab of this truck. So I need to make a decision and put one of these motors to bed for the winter. So tell me down below what you guys would do. Help me make this decision. And hopefully within the next couple of days, well, hopefully within the next week, I can have the new build in my hands on my property, and I will give you a really, really good in detail walk around on that project as well, because that's going to be a pretty good one too, I think. So I'm playing hell with myself here. This is the reason I haven't uploaded anything, because I've been trying so hard to figure out which direction I'm going to go, and I still, I think I've convinced myself of one of the two. I can't be for sure, and nobody here can help me out. They all just tell me, oh, whatever you want to do. So I know it's whatever I want to do. It's my project. But I just want some advice on what, I don't know, what other people think I should do, I guess. I don't know. I need a project for the winter because it's not going to be the station wagon. So I'll stop the rambling and all the bullshit. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already. But if you are, I appreciate you. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for listening to me ramble through all this. And remember, guys, your dreams don't work unless you do. So get outside and build something.